folks, this is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. This is the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, legendary home of the USC Trojans. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Trojans will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Hands it off from the gun. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
The senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's reeled in. It's Brown.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The back's got it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Opening drive for this defense, and boy, they come out meaning business. A big-time sack on 3rd down brings up a 4th down and an opportunity here to gain some momentum early.
They'll aim it toward the sideline. A solid punt. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. powers through. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Incomplete, tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Try and muscle for the first down. Buckeyes are on the move here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. They'll try a pass here. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. Tight end goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Peoples. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Receivers are bunched together. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Breaks an open space. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Grab behind the line, it's Miller. Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Well, they're lucky they completed this pass at all. Quarterback, in fact, gets hit as he throws the ball. Now listen, we know the linemen are going to allow the defense to come in. At that time, they allowed him to get in there a little bit too fast. They're lucky the quarterback was able to see it and get rid of it.
3rd and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Washington. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Now he's bringing it back. Inside the 20. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Ohio State offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
QB keeper all the way. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Brings her in the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The pass rush closing in. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Holstein. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looks right for a quick completion. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Washington. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. He's looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in this first half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
It's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's back to throw again on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. State offense comes back onto the field. On 1st down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Makes it 2nd down. They'll try the right side on the toss. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. To throw, it's Washington. Snags the quick throw. Powering through a tackle. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they're running on the toss. Throws a stiff one. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Saying. Looking downfield near the end zone. He tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I love the go route. They don't quite connect here, but, you know, it sends a message to that defense that you're going to stretch this defense all game long. It can open up the running game, and eventually you go back to it. Maybe you hit it next time for a big play.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Nice grab. It's Peoples. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. 4th down, the offense will go for it. Runs through the defender. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Grab behind the line, it's Porter. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. There's a run call on third and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they jump on top here in the second half.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Hand it off. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back to pass. It's Holstein. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grinding away on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. He breaks free. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. He expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also, you'd like to think, a much easier path in the postseason.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Winding down, this offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looking downfield, it's Washington. On the run here, lets it go. Makes a quick grab. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
Well, they moved the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out